Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Thursday the 16th of January. Health New Zealand has confirmed an infant died from whooping cough over Christmas. It's the first such death since a national epidemic was declared in November. Jamie Cunningham reports.
More than 1,200 cases have been identified since, with 101 children and adults hospitalised. Public health medicine specialist Dr Matt Reid says immunisation is more important than ever. He says parents or caregivers should seek medical advice if their children have a cough that ends with a whoop sound or vomiting.
In 2023, 3 infants died from the disease. There's hope. A new ceasefire in Gaza can be a permanent solution for the beleaguered region. The war has killed more than 46,000 people in 15 months. Israel and Hamas have agreed to a deal in 3 phases, the first beginning in 4 days, with Hamas expected to release 33 hostages. The agreement includes the exchange of prisoners and all Israeli hostages, a prolonged truce for a permanent ceasefire, and the reconstruction of Gaza. Prime Minister Christopher Luxon is among many world leaders welcoming the ceasefire. US President Joe Biden says it's now up to the Trump administration to see the next phases through.
As I prepare to leave office, our friends are strong, our enemies are weak, and there's a genuine opportunities for a new future.
Nelson is mourning Senior Sergeant Lynn Fleming, whose funeral will be held at 1 this afternoon. Police gathered yesterday in a moment's silence honouring the life of the long-serving policewoman killed on New Year's Day. Nelson Cathedral Dean Graham O'Brien says this gives people an opportunity to grieve together.
Lynn has had a big impact on the Nelson community through sport, through her police work. She's had a very wide net of connection.
A union representing doctors welcomes a report finding racial bias in a medical exam, saying it's the first step towards improving. The Royal Australasian College of Physicians launched an investigation into claims about its in-person assessments that decide who continues paediatric specialist training. It's determined unconscious bias, including racism, did likely exist. The Resident Doctors Association's Deborah Powell thanks the college for releasing the report and apologising.
They're not trying to hide behind anything here. They're saying we've got to do better. We're looking forward to working with them to make sure that these recommendations are implemented and that we can do much better.
Our newsroom understands police are investigating a complaint of shoplifting at an Auckland supermarket made against former Green MP Golriz Garaman. The most recent incident is alleged to have occurred late last year at a Pack and Save supermarket in Royal Oak. Strong winds and low humidity are heightening the fire risk in Los Angeles. Forecasters are warning new or existing wildfires could grow rapidly under these conditions. The death toll is already at 25. To sport, All Blacks loose forward Wallace Satiti could miss the entire Super Rugby campaign with a knee injury. Chiefs coach Clayton McMillan is addressing media today. Former Crusaders and New Zealand under-20s first 5, Fergus Burke, has been named in the Scotland squad for the Six Nations. And Arsenal have beaten Tottenham 2-1 in Premier League football, taking them to second on 43 points.